George Pancham ki Naak. Summary. George vs. Nose is a satirical tale written by Kamleshwar. The present article teaches us that we have become independent but are still slaves of the English mentality. Indians were angry against the British rule due to their atrocities. This is the reason why in the present article, the author has cut off the nose of George V to express his disdain for British rule. Through this article, the author, Kamleshwar, described the shameful act and the dependent mentality of the Indian government when Queen Elizabeth II came to India. Queen Elizabeth II of England was about to come to India with her husband. All the country's newspapers were filled with the news of this royal tour. Queen Elizabeth's tailor was worried about what the Queen would wear on her tour of India, Pakistan, and Nepal. Her secretary and spy were also going to visit before her. An army of photographers was ready. Apart from the horoscope of the Queen and the exploits of Prince Philip, the newspapers were prominently carrying the photographs of her servants, cooks, butlers, bodyguards, and dogs. Preparations for the arrival of the royal cavalcade in Delhi were in full swing. The roads that were always full of dust and dirt had been cleaned. The buildings had been beautifully decorated and beautified. Then suddenly a very big problem arose from the Indian point of view. The statue of George V in New Delhi did not have a nose. There had been agitations for the nose of George V at some point in time. Political parties had passed resolutions. The pages of newspapers were colored. The debate was on whether the nose of George V should be kept or removed. Armed guards were deployed for this. But the nose of the statue of George V in front of India Gate had suddenly disappeared. Now the Queen of England was coming to India on a tour, and if the nose of George V's statue did not have one, it was certainly a matter of concern. A meeting of well-wishers of the country was called, in which all agreed that the statue must have a nose. If that nose is not put on it, then the country's nose will also be lost. After consultation at a high level, it was decided that a sculptor would be asked to make a nose for the statue. The sculptor again suggested that there are many statues of leaders in the country. If the nose of one of them is cut and put on the statue, then it will be good. The chairman was permitted to do so with the consent of all the people present in the meeting. He had the measurement of George V's nose. He visited every small and big city in India, where statues of India's freedom fighters were installed. From Delhi, he reached Punjab after visiting all the states like Bombay, Gujarat, Bengal, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Madras, Mysore, Kerala, etc. He went around the whole of India and examined the statues of Gokhale, Tilak, Shivaji, Gandhiji, Sardar Patel, Gurudev, Subhash Chandra Bose, Chandrasekhar Azad, Bismil, Motilal Nehru, Satyamurthy, Lala Lajpat Rai and Bhagat Singh, but he could not find the correct measurement of George V's nose anywhere, because everyone's nose was bigger than George V's nose. Finally, the sculptor, presenting his petty mentality, told the rulers that the live nose of any one of the 40 crore people of the country should be cut and placed on the statue. The chairman was upset on hearing this, but the sculptor was permitted this cheap and shameful act. Only this much was printed in the newspapers, that the issue of the nose has been resolved and the nose is being placed on the statue of George V near India Gate. After a few days, the newspapers published the news that a live nose of George V had been placed, which did not look like a stone at all. However, one thing to note in the newspapers of that day was that there was no news of any inauguration anywhere in the country. No one had cut any ribbon. There was no public meeting. No one was felicitated anywhere. There was no occasion to present any certificate. There was no welcome ceremony at any airport or station. No one's latest picture was printed in the newspaper. Everyone used to read the newspaper. I don't know why this happened. Only one nose was needed, and that too for the statue.
Dear students, if you found this explanation helpful, please share this video with your friends so they can also benefit from it. I've included links to summaries of other lessons in the description. Be sure to check those out as well. For more lesson explanations, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.